Hi guys, welcome back to my Safe Space Kitchen. So today I'm going to be making ginger powder. Ginger is a very healthy vegetable. It is a staple in my home. I use it in a lot of my cooking, and it also has a lot of health benefits, okay? So if you want to learn how to make ginger powder, stay tuned. So I went ahead and I cleaned my ginger. What I did was I cut up the dry ends of the ginger, the part where I felt like was not edible. I went ahead and got rid of that. And one thing that I want to say is, guys, wash your ginger really well. Ginger is literally rooted from the ground, and if you want to avoid eating sand, please wash your ginger, okay? This is the type of ginger that I get. I pick up my ginger from BJ's, and this is like the best ginger, okay? Take that from me. So here I just attached my food processor to my KitchenAid stand mixer, and it's basically just slicing my ginger for me. That's all this is. If you don't have this fancy thing, you literally grab your cutting board and your knife, and you thin slice your ginger, okay? That's all this is. I just happen to have this, so I'm making use of it. Saves me time, when I have to make a big batch of ginger powder. Saves me a lot of time, but honestly, you don't need this thing to make your ginger powder, or to thin slice your ginger. It makes no difference. Or even if you have a chopper, you can use a chopper. If you have a chopper, just chop up the ginger, and that will save you time, and it will get the job done too, trust me, okay? The goal is to try to get it as thin as possible, and however way you're able to do that, it's totally fine. You're making it for yourself, right? So what does it matter? So here I'm done. This is how thin I got my ginger, and so I'm gonna go ahead and line them, literally just spread this on my food dehydrator. Another thing that I want to say is, you don't need a food dehydrator to dehydrate your ginger, right? You can spread your ginger on a tray and sit it in your oven at your lowest temperature. So some ovens go as low as 150, some I think is 170, depending on what type of oven you have. Just set it to the lowest temperature, and that should get the job done. But because I have a food dehydrator, I go ahead and I use my dehydrator to make my powders. But if you don't have one, your oven can get the job done, okay? So once I have everything lined up, I go ahead and I cover it, and then I set my food dehydrator to the highest temp. So the dehydration of your ginger is going to depend on how much ginger that you're actually dehydrating. Mine took about 10 hours because I had a lot of ginger, right? Your ginger needs to snap like so. If it's not snapping like that, then it's not completely dehydrated. You want to make sure it's completely dehydrated. And once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and grind it in my little grinder. I got this grinder off of Amazon, and I just happen to, have it. If you don't have a grinder, you can use your blender, and that should grind it just fine, okay? But listen, I swear by this grinder. This grinder can literally turn anything into powder, and I love it, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and list it in the description below for whoever is interested, but you don't need it, okay? You don't need it, but I just happen to have it, and I love it, okay? So look at that, and it will grind in less than a minute, okay? And that's what you get. And look at how fine that is. It's like powdered, it's just, I don't know if I'm expressing it well, but it's a good grinder, that's all I'm saying. So you're probably wondering, why ginger powder, right? So ginger has a lot of health benefits. It's a great anti-inflammatory. So I have really bad allergies, right? So sometimes when my allergies are flaring up, I literally will grab a teaspoonful, add some hot water, some lemon, and some honey, and that clears me up instantly. And I've been doing this for a long time, so I don't play with my ginger, okay? You can also use ginger to make your stew, your soups, your marinades, and the list goes on and on, you guys. I mean, look it up on Google for yourself and come thank me later. So we are done here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.